Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, in this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. I think this is a nice stitch for you guys, the beginners, if you wanna make a blanket or a scarf. The stitch is reversible, front and back the same. The sides are okay, so if you want to make a blanket you're gonna have to either you leave it like this or you put a border if you like. But it's really easy and really fast. Yeah. Only one row repeat, that's it. Very easy. For this stitch we're gonna work with multiples of 3 plus one more. The red sample that I showed you, I worked with the 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, and now I'm gonna use 3.0 millimeter crochet hook to do this this sample. So like I said, multiples of 3 plus one more. So I have multiples of 3 here. I'm gonna chain one more, and after you have the length, after you chain that one at the end, you're gonna chain 3 more. So 1, 2 and 3. We're gonna skip the first these 3 chains, and into the 4th chain, yarn over the hook, we're gonna do a double crochet without finishing, yarn over the hook, and we're gonna go back into the same chain and do one more double crochet without finishing. So now yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 2. So now we're gonna go back into the same chain where we did this cluster of double crochets. So we're gonna go in there and do one double crochet without finishing, go back again for the second double crochet, yarn over the hook, and we go back again for the third double crochet. So you have 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, and from this moment forward it's how we're gonna do until we finish this row. We're gonna skip the next 2 chains, 1, 2, and in the 3rd chain we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do first 3 double crochets without finishing them. So the second and the 3rd double crochet, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 2. And now we have to do one more cluster of 3 double crochet together into the same chain. So 1, the second and the 3rd double crochet. So we have 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, skip the next 2 chains, 1, 2, and in the 3rd we're gonna do the same. So 1, 2, and the 3rd double crochet, pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together into the same chain. So 1, 2 and 3, pull the yarn through all the loops. Again we're gonna skip the next 2 chains, and in the 3rd we're gonna do the same. So 1, 2 and the 3rd, pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 2, and 3 more 3 double crochet together into the same chain. So 1, 2 and 3, pull the yarn through all the loops, and we're gonna do like this until we finish the row. Skip the next 2 chains, and in the 3rd we're gonna do the same. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together into the same chain. I think this is nice to do a scarf for you guys, the beginners. So you're gonna be left with 3 chains. We're gonna skip the next 2 chains, and in the 3rd, the last chain, we're gonna do the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets into the same chain, the last chain. So 1, 2, and third. Well, this row it's a little bit not easy, don't have much material to grab on. So pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3. You're always going to chain 3, turn your work, and now this is going to be the row that you're going to repeat on and on and on until you finish your project. So yarn over the hook, we're going to work in these 2 chain spaces between the clusters of these 3 double crochets, yeah, into this space. So you go to the first space, and we're going to do 2 double crochets together, because we have the chain that counts as a double crochet. Pull the yarn through all 3 loops, chain 2, and now we're going to do into the same 2 chain space, the first one, 3 more double crochet together. So 1, 2, and 3, 4 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through all 4 loops. Move to the next, let's say V stitch, and in the space, this space, we're gonna do the same. 3 double crochet together. Pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together into the same space. Move to the next V, let's say, and do 3 double crochet together first, chain 2, and 3 more into the same space. So 1, 2, and the third one, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops. It's gonna look like this. So you move to the next V, the 2 chain space, and in there we're gonna do the same. So once, twice, and the third, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together into the same space. And we move to the next one, and you do the same. And this is the row that you're going to repeat on and on and on. It's a very easy stitch. Chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together. So 1, 2, and 3. So at the end we're gonna do the same. Into this 2 chain space between the clusters of 3 double crochet together, we're gonna do the same. 3 double crochet together. So 2, 3, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together. 2, and the third, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3, and you're gonna repeat. It's gonna look like this. So you're gonna go and do 3 double crochet together into the first 2 chain space, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet together. So you're gonna move to the next, and you're gonna do the same. Yeah, this is the stitch. It's a very easy stitch. It's gonna eat some yarn, but yeah, well, if you like, if you have a nice yarn and you can you know, do a scarf, I think this is a nice stitch. And if you want, you can leave it like this if you do a scarf, or you're gonna do like, you know, some double crochets into the chain 2 spaces. Yeah. So yeah, this is the stitch. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day.